Good morning, everyone. Hope you are well and have a wonderful day. It's Wednesday, September 1st, 2021. It's around 11 a.m. and the temperature is 28 degrees centigrade here in Yangon, Myanmar. This is Kanbauza Yakthar Street at Bahan Township in Yangon. Now I'm going to tour around a wonderful palace and the neighborhood of this township. Let's walk with me. This is one of the most prosperous townships in Yangon. Most of houses of this township are well maintained and decorated. You can get all kinds of facilities in these houses. Most of rich people of Myanmar live in this township. Foreign missions are also located in this township. This township has 21 primary schools, 3 middle schools and 3 high schools. There are museum, pagoda, monastery, Chinese temple, Chinese Buddhist monastery, hotel, office and Chinese Buddhist convent are located in this township. The construction work of a house is ongoing. Some of notable landmarks of this township are Bogyo Kongsan Museum, Chok Thetji Buddha Temple, Fushan Temple and North Thetji Buddha Temple. It was raining in the early morning here today. The sky is still cloudy. Beautiful greenery beside the road. Wonderful sound of birds. This is a wonderful palace and historical place in Yangon. The name of this palace is Lim Chin Song. It is early 20th century mansion built by a local merchant featuring Chinese and European elements. Lim Chin Song was a Burmese Chinese tycoon and merchant with business interests ranging from rice to oil. Throughout his career, he served as the sole partner of Lim Su Hin and Company, originally established by his father, a Chinese immigrant to Burma. During his own lifetime, he was known as the most successful Chinese merchant in Rangoon. He entertained the social elite of the city in lavish parties hosted at his residence, Chin Song Palace, and gave generously to charities including a hospital, a temple, and several schools. In modern Yangon, he is mostly remembered for the sudden and mysterious circumstances of his bankruptcy and death. Lim was born on October 28, 1867 to Lim Su Hin, a Chinese man of Hokkien origin who migrated from Xiamen to Burma in 1861 shortly after the family arrived in Burma from China. After arriving from China, his father apprenticed for a Chinese milling firm before beginning his own business, originally importing goods from China and the Straits settlements. He later established a rice trading firm, Lim Su Hin. In 1886, Lim's father also began marketing oil with Lim working as his assistant. Lim's father, believing that his own poor English ability was hampering his ability to do business, sent Lim to the best English language schools in Yangon. Lim attended Rangoon College and St. Paul's School. He also spoke Chinese but was not literate in the language. In 1888, Lim's father died. Lim took over his father's company and expanded from the rice trade to petroleum. In 1891, he became the exclusive local agent of the Burma Oil Company, handling the internal distribution of oil throughout Burma. After acquiring a fleet of steamships, he also began exporting oil to Penang, Singapore, Hong Kong, Shantou, and Xiamen. Lim played a prominent role in negotiating the oil company's rights to extract oil from properties in Upper Burma and was rewarded with a small commission from every barrel produced from those wells. Lim diversified his business interests into rubber plantations, cotton gins, peanut mills, and into earth metal extraction, including tin, copper, lead, and gold. Besides exporting oil, his steamships carried passengers, especially laborers from Fujian. Lim owned a match factory whose matches were favored by the British statesman Lord Chelmsford. During the early 1900s, in which Lim was one of the most prominent merchants in Rangoon, he donated generously to schools and hospitals. Before 1910, a biographer noted that he led the Chinese community to contribute generously to the upkeep of a maternity hospital. Lim Chin Song maintained good relations with the social and economic elite of colonial Burma. He was made an honorary magistrate, sat on the Rangoon Municipal Committee, and served as a member of the Legislative Council of Burma. In 1919, he was awarded the Order of the British Empire for his fundraising efforts during First World War. Lim's financial fortunes declined drastically following First World War. He had been in heavy debt since at least 1911, and by 1914 all of his properties and businesses were mortgaged. In 1915, he won a civil suit over the cancellation of a steamship charter, but he used the money to import a Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost from England. In 1919, his lack of ability to repay what he owed to the Burma Oil Company led the company to cease employing him as an agent. Lim attempted to corner the local rice market in 1921. His resulting monopoly led to a sharp increase in the price of rice, which led the British government to ban the exportation of rice outside of India, which Burma was then a part of. Because of this ban, the rice market in Burma collapsed. By 1922, he was on the verge of bankruptcy. Lim died in his sleep, possibly of a heart attack. At the time of his death, he had been suffering from influenza and fever. Before his death, he had been notified that the telephone company had threatened to cut his phone service due to non-payment of fees, and his resulting distress may have contributed to his death. His estate was declared insolvent on June 10, 1924, shortly following his death. During his lifetime, Lim was known for kindness and generosity among the Chinese community in Rangoon, and he donated a percentage of his commissions to maintaining schools for Chinese students. After Lim's death, many stories circulated orally among the residents of Yangon concerning the sudden circumstances of his financial ruin and death. This is a wonderful monastery in the neighborhood. Between 1915 and 1918, Lim built a lavish residence in the Golden Valley area of Rangoon at a cost of over 2 million rupees. The building includes a mixture of Eastern and Western architectural styles, and its five-story tower was built to reassemble the Fuzhing Pavilion in the Summer Palace in Beijing. Building material was imported from both China and Italy, and foreign artists were employed to decorate its interior. The most notable artists to work on the building included the English painters Dot and Ernest Proctor. The fusion of Chinese and Western architectural elements was not unusual in other British colonies with strong Chinese communities such as Penang and Malacca, but was unique in Rangoon. The original name of the property was Mount Pleasant, but after its construction, the property became popularly known as Chin Song Palace. After the construction of Chin Song Palace, Lim and his wife regularly threw lavish parties and entertained the social elite of Rangoon. The most notable guest entertained by Lim at the residence was George Clemens, who visited Burma in 1920. During the Japanese occupation of Burma from 1941 to 45, the house was the headquarters for a Japanese radio station that broadcast propaganda, the All Burma Broadcasting Station. Following Japan's defeat, the house was owned by an Indian businessman before being nationalized by the newly independent Burmese government in 1950. After the Burmese government took ownership of the house, they turned it into a guest house and changed its official name to Kanbauja Yektha. In the late 1960s, the building was converted into a hostel for female students attending the Institute of Economics and the Rangoon Arts and Science University, which were nearby. Today, the house is used as an office and arts school by the Fine Arts Department of Myanmar's Ministry of Culture. In 2015, the Chin Chong Palace was designated a heritage site by Myanmar's Ministry of Culture. It is undergoing renovations and remains open to the public. After the renovations, the Ministry of Culture plans to open the space as a cultural center. The price of houses and apartments of this township are comparatively higher than other townships. Let's go over the stairs. It's a wonderful and peaceful atmosphere indeed.
Kawaza heavily.
The construction work of the building is ongoing. That's it from today's video. Hope you have enjoyed this update. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video.